Hey guys, so I'm so excited to be making this review, and probably from the title you already know what it is, so let's just get into it. This review is on City of Fallen Angels by Cassandra Clare. Yay! This has been on my bookshelf since August of last year, and I just haven't gotten around to reading it, but I finally did, and I am so glad. But I'm also glad I waited, so let's just get into the review. So pretty much what the story is about, someone is killing shadow hunters who are part of Valentine's Circle. And if you read the previous books, you know who they are and what they did and all that stuff. So that is pretty much the whole what we're following in the story. We're also following Clary, and she is finally begun training for a shadow hunter, something that she should have been doing a long time ago. And we're following Simon, who is dealing with him being a vampire and especially the Daylighter. The difference between this story and the others in the series are that in this book we are mainly focusing on Simon and Clary. I mean, we still have Jace in this story because it wouldn't be the Mortal Instruments without Jace, and we all know that. But we are learning more about Simon's character, and we're following him and what he's dealing with. But we're also learning, more about Clary and what she's going through. And it's interesting to see Simon and read more about him and get to know him a little bit more, because he was there in the other books, but I just don't think, we got to know him as well as we have with Clary and Jace and others. So I'm really happy that we got to follow Simon, and we still get the good amount of Jace. I think I love Jace, yay. But yeah, so I just want to talk about a couple things. So let's just get on with it. So the ending. So let's talk about the ending first. Oh my gosh, guys. The ending for this book was so crazy. It was like action, action, action. Like, okay, the second half of this book was all action, 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 action. And then you finally kind of get a little bit of rest, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's right back there. And it's like, what? Cassandra Clare, why would you do that? Oh my gosh, the way that this ended, you need City of Lost Souls. So that's why I said in the beginning I was glad I waited, because now I don't have to wait that long for City of Lost Souls. And it just makes me happy because I only have to wait a couple more months. I mean, I wish it was out right now, because the way this ended, I need to read, but, it's all good. I can wait a couple more months, Yeah, hopefully. I hope. Then we have Simon. Like I said, the story focuses on Simon more so, and I love that about this. I love that we got to learn more about him, his thoughts, what he's thinking about being a vampire, what he's going through, because he's going through some stuff in this book. And we also, we also follow Jason Clary, and Jace is going through some stuff as he is in every other book. And he's kind of doing his solo thing, I guess you could say. He's kind of wanting to just be alone, being distant and stuff like that. And Clary's just like, why? Why don't you want to be with me? Why don't you want to be near me? Like, what? And then we have a new character whose name is Kyle, or Jordan Kyle, as we find out. I'm not going to say much about him because I think he's an important character, and I think if you read about him, I think that you should read about him for yourself, because I think it's a better, and he is an important character, I think, personally. But one thing that I absolutely loved about this book were the references to Clockwork Angel. If you've read Clockwork Angel before you read this book, then you know the references, because there are like things in the Clockwork Angel that kind of connect to this book, and I just like it. Like, I loved it, and it was fun. Like, of course, you don't have to read it for your own devices to read this series, but I just loved it. And like I said, the ending was so unpredictable and crazy and insane. The thing I loved most about this book was the fact that I had no idea what was going to happen. Every page, I was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? What are they going to do? What is Cassandra Clare going to do now? What could she do already, I mean, so overall, I gave the storyline and the plot a 5. I gave the writing style a 5 because her writing style is phenomenal, as in all of her other books. And I gave the characters a 5 because I loved the characters. And especially the fact that a lot of them were more so developing in the story, and the new characters were phenomenal as well. So this whole story was phenomenal for me. I loved it. And if you've read all three of them and you haven't read this one yet, you really need to get on it and read this one because you're missing out. You really are. So amazing, amazing, amazing book, and definitely check it out. And yeah, so that's it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.